Welcome to my April budget for 2020. Let's get started. I'm going to start with income this time, mostly because I pretty much know what my income is going to be. It's the one that I know is going to be much more stable than expenses, because expenses are going to be a little bit more up in the air in April. Well, they already are in March, but probably continuing into April. But let's start with income. Book sales is first, and I usually expect around $200. I know a few of the book sales that are coming in. Some of them I don't know quite yet, but that's around average what I expect each time. Then we have business income. Business income are just things like there's AdSense on some of my blogs and any other sort of extra income that I get. I actually don't usually know what the exact amount is, but looking back at past months, it's usually around the $50 mark. Sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's lower, but that's the average. Dividends, which are, of course, my main source of income. I'm expecting $3,100 in April. That's for sure. I already know that the dividends are coming in. That's 2 exchange-traded funds and 1 company. And lastly, my other income source is AdSense on the YouTube channel. And probably expecting around $1,000. And that's determined just by how much I've been making so far this month and then calculating that out by a daily basis to the full month. So if we add that up, we can go 200 plus 50 plus 3,100 plus 1,000 equals 4,350. 4,350 in income for the month. So let's move on to expenses. Like I said before, expenses are going to be a little bit harder to predict, mostly because things are just so weird right now in the world. But let's start with the one that I absolutely know I have to pay, and that's rent. So I pay $485 a week, and there are 4 Wednesdays. I pay on a Wednesday. So for my monthly payment is $1,940. Then we have groceries, food. This is going to be, can't spell. This is going to be an interesting one. I always usually budget $800. Now, I was actually going to start trying to get that down, but right now, it's not the time to try and do that. Every time I go up to the supermarket, things I want aren't there. People are panic buying, so it's just a matter of trying to get things. So it's very possible that I might be spending more or I might be spending less. It's really difficult to know. Then we've got petrol for the car. I always budget $70. Oh, let's make it $60. This is a hard one, and it's possible that I won't even spend that much. Right now, the schools are still open, so I'm still driving to the schools, and I do need to go up to the supermarket to get food. But other than that, I'm not doing any other really traveling. I'm not even visiting my mother, who is still quite sick, and I just feel like I don't want to unintentionally infect her. Like, none of us are sick here. None of us have any symptoms, and we haven't been close to anybody that has. But you still need to remain safe and keep your loved ones safe. So I'm not visiting my mum right now. It's just FaceTime. My phone is just a fixed cost of $35. The internet is also a fixed cost and very important to me right now. That's $60. That's not an expense that we can get rid of right now. Business expenses, things like cloud storage and hosting and things like that. $20. I do have a gas bill. I will probably be paying that at the end of this month, not in April, but because I didn't have it before then when I did my last budget, I'm going to put it into this budget. So that's $80. That's for 3 months, so they come quarterly. I also got Stan, which is a streaming service here in Australia, mostly because they have Better Call Saul, and I really love that show, and because we'll be staying home quite a lot more than we usually do. And I think the package I got was $12 a month from memory. We've also got my discretionary spending, my shopping. Now, this is one I've been thinking quite a lot about. Now, as you know, I always budget around $300-400. And it's something that I've been thinking a lot about. Should I not do any shopping? And I've come to the conclusion that I will be doing shopping. I just won't be going to the shopping center, so it'll be all online shopping. But because I'm in such a fortunate position to still have income, want to support businesses, want to keep the money flowing in the economy. So I will be spending that much money, and I may even spend more. This is not a time for me to be saving. I am so lucky to have an income to be spending and trying to keep businesses afloat. Like, obviously my little amount isn't going to do and make that much of an impact, but every small bit helps. So that's why I've decided to keep my shopping. I'll probably even go a bit higher probably, but of course won't be going to the shopping center. It will be just all online shopping. And last, of course, we have Easter. I'll be buying some chocolate eggs for the kids and for me because I like a chocolate egg. Okay, so let's add that up and see where we are with expenses. So we've got 1940 plus 800 plus 60 plus 35 plus 60 plus 20 plus 80 plus 12 plus 300 plus 50 equals 3357. 3357, which means my surplus is going to be $4350 minus 3357 equals 993. So I'll have a surplus of $993, which is great. Still haven't decided what I'm going to do with this though. Usually, as you know, I put it into savings and then put it into the stock market, and that still might be what I do. I'm also contemplating trying to support local businesses and buying things from them as well. It's still something that I'm thinking about what I'm going to do with my surplus. Anyway, that is my budget. I hope you're all staying safe. I hope everyone is healthy and doing the best that they can during this really quite difficult time. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.